You are lying to yourself and it's keeping you fat and out of shape. I used to lie to myself all the time and it kept me fat, miserable and stuck for years until I finally faced the truth and was honest with myself. I lost 70 pounds of body fat, gained 8 pounds of muscle and changed my life forever. So in this video I'm going to break down for you the 5 biggest lies that are keeping you fat that you're probably telling yourself and how to break free from them so you can finally achieve the results you want. The first lie is I'll start tomorrow, which also comes in the form of I'll start on Monday. We treat both of those phrases like they're harmless little promises to ourselves, but let's be real for a second. Tomorrow doesn't even exist. That's why it's so easy to push things you have to do today to tomorrow. And your subconscious, it knows it isn't real. Tomorrow is just a convenient little illusion that stops you from doing stuff today. But today is all that will ever exist, and you need to understand that. If something hasn't happened, it doesn't exist yet. I can still remember so vividly those times where I'd lay on my sofa, be 3 bags of crisps deep, watching some show that I didn't even care about, that I'd already watched, and I'd say to myself, tomorrow will be different. But tomorrow never came, and it was never different, and I was stuck like that for years. And I thought that one of these days I would just change, one day it would just click, but that never happened, and I didn't change until I said, fuck tomorrow, we start today. And that moment literally changed everything for me. I looked in the mirror and I faced myself and I was honest with myself and I said, Aiden, look at yourself. You have to start today because tomorrow doesn't exist. Tomorrow will never come. And that was the catalyst I needed that led to me finally changing. The day that you realize today is all you will ever have is the day that your life will change forever. Trust me, if you want to get in shape, the decision to act has to be right now. Make a deal with yourself. After you watch this video, do just one thing that's going to propel you towards your goal, whether that's a short walk, 20 push-ups, or making something low calorie for dinner. It literally doesn't matter as long as you start today, not tomorrow, today. And when you do that, it's shocking how free you suddenly feel. Taking action is the best decision you will ever make. Lie number 2 is the one that I personally use the most, and it's my genetics are bad. I can't even tell you how much of a shit excuse that is, and it genuinely pisses me off that I used it as one for so long. I'd scroll through Instagram, see guys with perfect six packs and perfect lighting, and I'd say, well, they're just lucky. They have good genetics, good for them. I can never be like that. But deep down, I knew that was complete bullshit. And before you say to me right now, Aiden, but I do have bad genetics, take a look at that picture. Does it look like I have good genetics to you? No, it looks like I have bad genetics. And look what I was able to achieve with those bad genetics. Trust me, you and everyone else is capable of achieving so much more than you think. I get why you tell yourself that, because I did it myself for so long. It takes the blame away from you. You know, if you have bad genetics, you can say to yourself, what's the point of even trying, because I'm never going to be able to achieve the body that I want. But the truth is, although genetics play a factor, they are not the reason you are fat and out of shape. They may influence where your body stores fat and how quickly you can build muscle, but they do not govern your habits. They don't force you to eat 4,000 or 5,000 calories a day, and they sure as fuck don't stop you from showing up and trying every single day. You are fat because of your choices, behaviors, actions, and habits that you've had over many years. When I was in the worst shape of my life, I convinced myself it was because of my genetics and my metabolism. And then one day I sat there and I actually tracked my macros, and I realized I was eating 1,000 calories more than I should have been every day. That moment is still so vivid in my head. I can remember looking at it and being dumbfounded, and I said, no, there's no way, that must be wrong. I stared at it for 15 minutes and I realized that all the excuses I made were just absolute bullshit all of those years. So believe me, it's not your genetics, it's your habits and your decisions. And the good part about that means that you can change it. The next one is one that I hear all the time, and it's that I just don't have time. Let me ask you this, do you genuinely not have time, or have you just subconsciously convinced yourself that it's not a priority? You probably are busy with work, perhaps kids and other responsibilities, and life pulling you in a million directions, but guess what? So is everyone that is in shape. We all have 24 hours in a day. The only difference is what you prioritize to do with that time. When I was obese, I said exactly the same thing. I just don't have time. But somehow I had time to watch Netflix every evening, go to the pub on the weekend, and scroll on my phone for hours every day. You don't need more hours every single day. You just need to make time for what actually matters. Think about it like this. If God or someone was watching you all day, every day, and you knew they were watching you, what would you do with your time? How would you act? What would you prioritize? You probably eat well, train, and do what you're supposed to be doing right, or act like someone is watching every day then. Better yet, watch yourself and make yourself proud. The day I personally started living like someone was watching me, I can't even tell you how crazy it was. The amount of stuff that I got done, I got everything done that I was supposed to do. And for the first time in my life, I laid down at night on the pillow and I went to sleep like that because I was proud of myself. Just don't take your time on this earth for granted. Don't you want to see what your body and what you are truly capable of? Well, then put the effort in. Your current identity and priorities are what is keeping you fat, not a lack of time. And once you actually audit your time and figure out what you were doing with it, you will realize that your time was just buried in shitty habits. It was always there and you always had enough time. When you make those small time investments in, say, a morning walk, a home cooked meal, a gym session, you feel more confident and you're more productive. And guess what? Suddenly you have time that you never knew you had back in your hands. On to line number 4. I've tried before, it didn't work, so it will never work. This one actually upsets me more than any of the other ones because it's people literally giving up on themselves. You tried, you made an effort, you maybe even followed a plan, and when the results that you wanted didn't come as fast as you expected, you said, well, maybe this stuff just isn't for me. But the truth is, you didn't see the results you wanted for one of these 3 reasons. Number 1, you didn't push through adversity and keep going. Number 2, you followed a shitty plan from some random influencer. Number 3, you didn't try as hard as you actually think you did. Look, just because you attempted something and it didn't work out doesn't mean that it will never work out. Granted, it's also biologically impossible for it not to work as long as you follow the right plan. But most of the time, it's just because you didn't stick it out long enough to see the results that you're after, not because you're broken in some way. You have to realize that a transformation like the one that I've made is a marathon, not a sprint. You need to focus on the inputs rather than the output that you want. When you fall in love with the process of improving yourself and compounding small habits, small changes, small wins over time, the result you want naturally occurs as a byproduct of the effort you've been putting in. Ask yourself this: if I said to you, I'm going to give you a plan, it's going to take 6 months, but you will get the result that you want, would you actually follow through with it? Because if the answer is no, then what's required is a mindset shift. You have to become an outlier today, someone that focuses on small inputs compounded over time that is going to bring them their desired result. You simply cannot let past attempts and past failures define your identity. Okay, it didn't work last time, so fucking what? This time it will work as long as you put the effort in. Forget the past. Like I said earlier in the video, today is all that matters, so focus on today only. The past no longer matters. Now finally, on to the biggest lie of all: I need to be motivated. This one still haunts me to this day. I would look for motivation everywhere. I would search up motivational videos on YouTube and Instagram. I'd save motivational quotes to my screensaver on my phone, and I'd even hype myself up in the mirror. And did that motivation cause any change? No. And I banged my head against the fucking wall wondering how these people that are in shape are so motivated all the time. Until one day I realized these people aren't waiting around for some magic, ethereal feeling like motivation. They just do stuff they have to do even when they don't want to. And that's when I discovered a little word called discipline. The problem is we often wait until we feel like it to act, but I didn't go from 30% to 12% body fat because I was motivated all the time. I managed to do it because I made the decision that this is who I am now, and this is who I want to be, and this is what I have to do in order to get there. I trained when I didn't feel like it, cooked at home when I was tired, and still got my steps in when I wanted nothing more than just to lay on my sofa. And here's what no one tells you: motivation and that feeling of drive that you want follows the actions you take, not the other way around. If you change your actions and change your habits, eventually it won't be forced. It will be as simple as tying your shoelaces or brushing your teeth, and that is how you get in shape and stay in shape for the rest of your life, because it just becomes the norm. So if you clicked on this video hoping to use it as a source of motivation, I urge you to do this. Stop looking for motivation and act, and today, not tomorrow. So look, those 5 lies will keep you fat and out of shape for the rest of your life if you keep telling yourself them. Start telling yourself the truth, and more importantly, start acting on where you want to be today. If you want to work with me directly one-on-one, so you can take exactly the same journey that I did, lose fat, build muscle, gain confidence, change your life forever, and become an outlier, click the first link in the description. Other than that, if this video helped, leave it a like, share it with a friend, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.